What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Kristopher here. So, harvested some basil. I used all the lemongrass in the freezer bags from the garden, so I'll have to cut some more. So this is all African basil. Stems, leaves, and flowers. This is a hybrid sterile plant basil, African. The seeds are sterile, so the only way to regrow it is from cuttings. So it's not that invasive, but it grows really fast. It is a perennial, so it does last through winter. It's the first year I've had it in the garden and no damage yet. But did some cuttings, which we'll take a look here shortly. But I did rinse it in a strainer outside with the hose nozzle. So that was good. I usually don't wash things, but yeah. And then what I got doing now, I had 3 large towels folded in half on top of each other with to keep the water from hitting the carpet, which worked pretty well. So I took those towels and got rid of them and put this other towel here. So they're almost dry. You see the wind blowing them a little bit. The fan's over there. It's on low, but they're pretty much dry. They've been drying for about 2.5 hours. But I'm going to freeze them up and put them in double Ziploc, so 1 and 2. So should be good. Alright guys, here's the cuttings and the windowsill. A lot of clouds the last couple days and rain, but they'll still grow roots. So here it is. There's quite a bit of stems in there. They will root. The last batch I did was just the bark of the bottom of the plant, which wasn't a good idea. But give them about 2 weeks here. Change the water every other day or every 2-3 days. It depends. When they do grow roots and the water goes down and there's still roots hitting the water, they'll be just fine. But it'll take some time for them to grow roots, but nice and green, should be good. Alright guys, this is Cammy. She's pushing over 10 years old. She's a calico. When people come by, there's certain types of people which she likes and certain types of people she doesn't like. But she's an inside cat, domesticated. But real healthy, happy, good cat. Gimme. She's getting her winter coat in now. Gimme. And this is Pumpkin. We rescued her. She's pushing almost 10 years old too. Maybe 8 or 9. But she's looking for raccoons or possums outside the door. She's a boxer mix. She's a mutt. She did have a yeast infection in her ear, but we dosed her and she's all better. But a good dog. Loves to eat. Loves to feed the fish with me. Look what she's doing. But she's a good dog. She's potty trained. The other animal in the house is Luke, or known as Lucas. He is Chihuahua mutt. But we'll have to look at him a different day. So all this white here wasn't there. It's just by her age. Yep. She sleeps with me every night. That's how she always lived. Sleeping with me. My pumpkin. Look, I'll show you something, guys. And she doesn't look like a boxer, but watch. See if I can do it. Come here, pumpkin, look. So watch. See? She looks like a boxer now, doesn't she? Alright, guys, should be good. Alright, guys, the basil's all in the bags. I double bagged them. So I filled up about 8. Should be good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Kristopher here again. Alright, so these are Tabasco peppers. That's the bottom tray. I shouldn't do this with one hand, but should be alright, guys. I'll try not to make a foul. Alright, I can always align them. That's the second tray. These are all the hot peppers I own, except one bag that has mostly red. Those are the ones you see in the videos. The Healthy Tips videos. This is number 2. This is a lot of hot peppers, guys. Don't just drop any through the holes. I just poured them in there. They say when you leave the ends on, they actually keep the juices in. Alright. So 4 trays, 1 tray at the bottom makes 5. I'm going to set the timer, the stopwatch, the alarm for this. Last time I cooked Tabasco, it took about, I cooked it extra longer for about 15 hours or so. So I'll put it on the dehydrator level, fruit and veg, and should be good. Should be good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Kristopher here. Here's a healthy tips and tricks video. Went in the garden and picked some things, make some tea, some powders, should be good to try. Alright, so I'm just boiling a little bit of, well, not a little bit, but not a lot. So not a lot of lemongrass here. There's tons in the garden, but better than nothing. Have that with the basil I just harvested. Bag of that, harvested lemongrass. Make a pot to boil. 3 teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt fine. When I get there, so I picked Black Beauty. Pretty, isn't it? Eggplant. Alright. So even though there's a lot of food here, I still have to consume liquids first. Alright. So the way I look at this now is herbs first and then vegetables. Alright, so herbs, parsley, lemon, onion chives, garlic chives, lemon balm, oregano, Greek and spice original. And then we'll jump to the vegetables. There's a little bit of celery. I got burned out by the sun in summertime. A little bit of celery there. Tons of mustard greens in the garden, purple giants. They make your nostrils burn. Phytochemicals. I'm going to give one to pumpkin, collard greens. There's a couple plants out there that survive the helicon bugs. This is their prime of year to really thrive. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 5 nice light collard greens. We'll give one to pumpkin. Should be good to try. Alright guys, 5 squeezed lemons with some honey and warm water. Should be good to try. Alright guys, about 1.5 inches of apple cider vinegar with some water. Should be good to try. Alright guys, 3 scoops of wheatgrass powder. Should be good to try. Alright guys, 3 scoops of beetroot juice powder. Should be good to try. Alright guys, 2 scoops of chaga mushroom powder. Should be good to try. Alright guys, I just had 3 spoonfuls of coconut milk powder. Some nutrients like vitamin K is fat soluble, so it's good that you have the fat soluble food or powder. Alright guys, so 3 teaspoons rounded Himalayan pink salt fine. So it's not as strong as usual, but it is okay to have it with the that much, or have fluid with the salt, which is good to, when you have a lot of salt, good to have the fluid. Alright, so basil and lemongrass tea should be good to try. Alright guys, about 1,000 milligrams of turmeric and curcumin, black pepper, honey, warm water, should be good to try. Alright guys, 5 sheets of nori seaweed, about 140-50 micrograms of iodine, vitamins and minerals. Yeah. So, swallow down some water, should be good to try. Alright guys, so I had all the liquids, so I'm good to go. I'll start with the herbs first, then I'll go to the vegetables. So where are we going? I'll figure something out. I'll start somewhere. Yeah, should be good to try. Alright guys, so the stems are removed. The oregano, the lemon balm, that's about it. Parsley can eat the stems. So I'm gonna do quick shots. Lemon balm, eat that. Should be good. Alright guys, here's the oregano. This is spice oregano and Italian or Greek oregano. Greek oregano is my favorite, but quite a bit there. Depending on how my saliva in my mouth is, I don't need water, but if I'm dehydrated or thirsty or something like that, I'll have to suck it down with water, but should be good to try. Alright guys, the oregano and the lemon balm didn't have to have a drop of water to get it down. It must be hydrated. This is parsley, lemon parsley from the wholesaler, they say. Stems are edible, so I'll probably take 4 or 5 leaves, stems together, fold in half, work the teeth, and should be good to try. Alright guys, on to the chives and onions. Mostly chives, a little bit of green onion. Alright, well, I had a thought here. Let me think. Yeah, okay, the parsley, like I said, it was a jaw workout. Like, the mouth, everything. Should be good to try. Parsley, or, I'm rambling. Alright, so chives and green onion should be good to try. Alright, so this is celery. Little not healthy though. I'm getting tired, guys. So celery, it doesn't taste like your store-bought celery. It's a little bitter, or quite a lot bitter. Haven't had celery in a while. There's 3 plants. One's doing okay. The other 2 are stunted. But it's getting colder, so this one will, the big one, will do fine. Next stop, I find celery. I'll buy a bunch, but should be good to try. Alright guys, these are Georgia collard greens. Where the tomatoes are right now that I planted, I put about a 13-14 foot stake where they are. But those collards, I think there's 6 of them, but each collard green per stem had about 30 30 collards on it per stem, so do the math. Harlequin bugs really tore that stuff up. I'll just say that. Harlequin bugs are stink bugs, and they're brassica eaters, and tomatoes and peppers, and blah 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 blah. Alright guys. I gave one a pumpkin, she ate the whole entire thing. But high in calcium, should be good to try. Alright guys. Mustard greens, purple giant. When these are full grown, they get about 18 inches in length of leaf. When it gets warm outside, they bolt to seed. But these ones burn their nostrils. Not very pleasant, but the health benefits are there. There's a ton of this in the garden. Should be good to try. Alright guys, frozen wild blueberries should be good to try. Alright guys, 2 salmon fillets, skin on, salt, pepper, olive oil, should be good to try. Alright guys, 1 eggplant out of the garden, salt, pepper, olive oil. Cooked at a little higher temperature because I cooked the fish at the same time. And then what else? And because I cooked it at a higher temperature, I cut it thicker, and that helped put more on the less on the pan itself, cooking it wise. Alright guys, I'm gonna go feed the fish. This takes a second to cool. because the oil really absorbs the. Same with the salt, pepper, but the oil, it gets hot, so you might as well let it cool. Feed the fish. Should be good to try. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 8 tea bags of green tea, Big Lil. Chamomile flowers from Egypt. I already had basil, so I didn't put any in. Pot's almost boiling. Alright, so pulp, dehydrate, lemon, dehydrate, and then those are for the strain for the tea. And I will have spirulina next, before all this. Should be good to try. Alright guys, 2 scoops of spirulina powder, 1, 2, about 6 grams. Each scoop has about 3 grams, so should be good to try.